Okay, so now we're going to be working on this snare drum track, and by the look of this waveform, I can guess this is probably a snare drum, and then this is a side stick. Let's see if my hunch is right. And here. And I bet this is a 2 and a 4 snare because these spikes are further apart. That's right, yeah, 2, 4, where this is a kind of a double time. And also that flam as well. So what's the first thing that stands out to you? We've actually done this in exercise already, right? Is that we want to reduce the disparity between the loud snare drum hits and the side sticks. So what tool would we use? Absolutely, we go over here and we'd bring up dynamics and we'd bring up a compressor. And you know what? I'm not going to reinvent the wheel. I'm going to go down here to snare compressor and see if this helps. First thing I want to do is to go to the quieter parts and see whether the threshold is set so that the quieter parts aren't being compressed. And wouldn't you know it, perfectly, this preset is doing a really good job because there's no gain reduction on these on the side stick, but as soon as we get in these snare drums we should start seeing some reduction. I'm not seeing a whole lot. Maybe you need to bring up the ratio a little bit. Or maybe bring that down just a little bit. So we're seeing a little bit more there. But all in all, I think that preset is actually going to work pretty well on this track. Like I said before, if you want, once you've set up this first compressor to really reduce the disparity between the snare hits and the hi-hats, sorry, not the hi-hat, the side stick hits, then you could actually place another compressor after that in that serial. Do you remember we set them up in serial? So, you know, one after the other. So the first one is just to reduce the disparity between these two different instruments. And it's still just one snare drum. It's just the way that it's being hit. On these guys here, it's just a full-on, you know, hitting the snare drum. And then this is just laying the stick across the snare drum and just, you know, hitting the rim. So the first one could be just getting these more kind of in the same ballpark, and then you could place another compressor in series after this to just handle some of the more nuances, you know, in terms of the dynamics once they're in the same ballpark, you know, made possible by this first compressor. So moving on to the hi-hats, what's the first thing you might want to do with the hi-hats? In fact, you know, the toms, all of these guys right here, ride, overhead, all of them are great candidates for gating and also compressing. We've kind of seen all of those examples. Okay, so let's look at the bass guitar. So I'm going to make that nice and jumbo so we can see it, and I'm also going to solo that. Let me see if any of these other tracks are soloed right now. Let me take the solo off of that so that we're just listening to the bass guitar. Okay, here we go. So what do you hear? The first thing I hear is very clean. There's no need for any gates on that at all. Also, there's a neat kind of sound at the beginning of that of each attack.